Cool.
Thanks for following and thanks for watching here. We're gonna I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So we've been making some coffee in the morning. I work late, I get up late, so we do all this late. But today we're gonna make an Aeropress as our next brew method. Try to run through some different ways to make coffee. So we got this guy. You can get these on Amazon or pretty much anywhere. But
Thank you, baby.
so when you buy one of these, they're pretty cheap, $30 ish.
Yeah, 30 to 40 for because this set, I think it may have even come with filters and everything.
They come with filters, paper filters. You can see it, paper filters. The Aeropress itself, a scoop, a funnel, and then the stir and the filter at the bottom. So we got our water heated up, and I went ahead and weighed out. We got a Costa Rica, and we have our Bali coffees today. We're going to do these two for both of us to have coffee this morning. So
The Aeropress is my favorite. Like if I'm in a hurry, or if I go someplace that I know doesn't have any kind of coffee equipment, or especially if they only have a Keurig, I will drink no coffee over drinking anything out of a Keurig. But this is really good for traveling, or even if you're in a hotel room, if you can bring your electric kettle, then you can make everything. It's real quick. You know, if I'm running late and we have to go to some kind of homeschool meeting or anything, then I can just make this really quick. This is probably the fastest way we have to make coffee.
I got a couple mugs. I forgot to get mugs. All right, we have water heated. So same thing as always. Paper filter is in here. We're gonna just wet it. Always wet the paper filter. And then there's several different ways of making. Everybody's got their little method and all that, and that's great. We're gonna do. We've made some pretty crappy Aeropresses in the past, but I started researching the World Championships Aeropress recipes.
Yes, there was a World Championship for brewing coffee in this little Aeropress thing.
With this thing. So the average is 30 to 35 grams of coffee. This is the Costa Rica, pre-weighed, 30 grams. We're gonna grind it, and we're actually gonna grind coarser than our pour overs, probably around French press sort of stuff.
Now you're supposed to do it fine because it goes by really fast.
This is why I was researching, because I was never a big fan of the Aeropress. Let's try something different.
All right, we're trying something different. Normally, we will grind it very fine like an espresso.
Because a lot of people like to compare this to an espresso, but without buying a machine that costs $500 to $5,000. So
And you're not going to get the amount of pressure or anything. It's just
scale.
that it's brewed at a much higher, much less. Yeah.
See if we got new
get to finish my
microphones,
thought.
So I'm not even sure if our cord will reach over there to grab this microphone or this scale. All right. So we do this inverted way. This is how it will sit on the cut on your mug that you're brewing into. We're going to do it upside down. Put this on here.
I don't usually use a scale.
Well, because we're changing things, we're going to do a little, just to know where we're at.
Well, the way that I normally do it, just to make it easy, is to use this scoop. I just scoop out the coffee and I put it in there, and then we go, and you don't need a scale. So
You know what, let's see
if you're
what this
traveling
weighs.
or if you're camping, you don't really need to have the scale. But if you want to get really into it, you can get your scale out and try it out. Especially if you're just at home.
All right, so
the funnel's there.
with the Costa Rica, this scoop only weighs 12.5 grams. So in theory, if you have pre-ground coffee, like a good starting point would be 2 scoops of ground coffee, which would be about 25 grams.
I must make mine really watery then.
This is very,
One scoop.
you can get super into this and finicky, but like basics. 2 scoops, or you can weigh it and do all the weird stuff that I do. Whatever you want, and then taste it and then make changes. But the gist of this is we're gonna do 30 grams.
Funnel. It's a handy little funnel, so you don't get all the grounds right here, because that's the thing about doing it upside down is you'll get the grounds right here, and then it won't close, and then you're screwed. You gotta start over.
All right, so 30 grams, and now we're gonna re-zero the scale. Water's coming back up to temperature, and then we're going to do probably about 150 grams of water in here. Do the stirring, do the pressing, all that stuff, and then after it's in the cup, then we're going to add another about 150 grams of water for a total of around 300 grams of coffee.
Or you could use the markings. And since we did this upside down, it's reversed. So this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to be like what? 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cup?
I think so.
Or, yeah. I don't know.
But it doesn't make a cup. It makes a cup of coffee.
Yeah, very
Espresso
small amount. More of an espresso, very concentrated. Because it's not that much water each time. So normally when I do it, I put 1 scoop of coffee and then I fill it up. And then I stir it, and then that's it. Very quick.
And you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. We're making
fine.
coffee. We're having fun.
Yeah.
This is another.
We like to experiment with different ratios and different ways of brewing and different things. So figure out what we like. Don't forget to stir it.
I will. All right, we're at 116 grams. We're going to take our stir.
See if we can let it watch it bloom.
It comes with this thing. It's blooming some. This is really fresh coffee. This is. I went to our most recent stash from the
4th? No, the first. Yeah.
Okay, it says stir for around 10 to 30 seconds. Not a long time. Stir kind of quick. Agitate all the coffee in the water.
We did start a YouTube channel.
So we'll stop the stir there.
We post these on there as well.
We're going to come up to about 150, more or less. Let's go a little more. Screw it. 170. There. All right. Give her another stir. Okay. Now, the cap goes on.
With the white filter in, do
With
not
the
do it.
filter.
Without the white filter, you will have a hot mess.
All right. Then be careful with this so you're not spilling it. It will explode if you're not careful. So we're gonna wait about after the water started to get poured in, at least 30 seconds. So we got the stir. We add a little more water. I'm talking. It's probably 30 seconds. We're going to flip it and press. All the way out. Now, I'm going to put that on there.
I was going to show them how little it is.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
So there's very little coffee in this mug. This is actually a really big mug to do this with.
Yeah,
but
it is, but
depending on how diluted you want to make it, it can be a much smaller mug.
Okay, so now that it's pressed out, we're going to add about another 150 grams for sort of a 30 grams of coffee, 300 grams of water sort of thing. There. More or less. This is a really big mug, but kind of get the idea.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be really hot still. Ooh.
Ow.
So are you gonna make another one now?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Are you gonna do it a different way or the same way? I think you should mix it up.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
I don't care. How about we do just the scoop way? No scale, pretend like you're camping or you're in a hotel or something.
And then that takes away that video that we got to do later.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Do it this way now then. That's fine.
We're going to do lots of these because they're fun and we always make coffee, so if you guys want to tell us what you want to see, make it this way, do it that way, hey, how do you do ask. We're happy to.
Yeah.
We do a lot of playing around, so.
We make a lot of coffee.
Well, I already weighed out. I lost my towel. So I already weighed out. This is our barley. I weighed out already 30 grams. It's probably different because we haven't done it this way.
A lot of times when I make the Aeropress, I like to put it over ice because it's so concentrated.
Then it dilutes it too.
Yeah. So you don't have to add the extra water, but then you can make yourself basically an instant iced coffee. You don't have to worry about it being really watery or diluted because it's already super concentrated. So it's kind of like starting off with a cold brew and then diluting it.
Yep. Okay, again, it's going to be repetitive, but we'll try to go quicker because to show you how fast it can go if you want to do this. Weighing your coffee is the same thing, or like she says, especially if you buy ground coffee already and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Approximately, and sort it out by your taste. Try it. If you need more than 2 scoops, if you need less than 2 scoops, do what works for you. But this is approximately 12 to 13 grams of ground coffee, depending on the coffee itself. We're gonna put that on there. We already weighed it, so we're just gonna go with this. Well, I didn't reset it or zero it. Okay, so now got the coffee in there. I'm gonna rinse this off real quick.
Okay.
Ooh. Bring the water temp back up. Make sure I'm not standing in front of the. So again, all these things come with, if you buy the Aeropress, like Amazon or whatever, all this stuff comes with it, which is cool because you don't need anything else.
Yeah, it's an all-in-one, especially when you're traveling or camping and you don't want to bring, you want to camp without any electricity. You can even have a hand grinder, and then we have a special kettle that we use on the campfires. So we just bring a regular kettle and cook it right over the campfire, or our camp stove if we have it.
So that's blooming quite a bit, fresh as hell.
It does taste different like this.
Mm-hmm. Stir it again, about 30 seconds. More or less. I'm not timing any of this, so you don't have to do all that stuff, but if you want to get really weird, you can do it.
It's like more juicy.
Yeah.
Like the acidity.
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people think acidity is bad, but I really enjoy acidity in coffee because it gives you that mouth feel like when you take a bite of a fresh Granny Smith apple and you kind of get that. Oh, it's all right. Kind of get that puckering feeling, like your mouth just kind of waters. That's the acidity of the coffee, and that's actually, I think it's a really good thing. My favorite coffees have a lot of acidity. But I don't have any issues with heartburn or digestive problems or anything, so.
Just give it a second here. I'm not timing it again, just 30-ish seconds. And we're gonna start pressing. You don't want to push like super hard and shove it through there real quick. Just, I mean, it takes a good amount of pressure, but not rushing. It'll get easy towards the end when most of the water's out. I think this is like a 16-ounce capacity mug, and you can see it leaves quite a bit of room. So it's pretty concentrated. Heck. Zero the scale.
Sometimes it doesn't want a zero.
Then we're going to add the rest of our 100 and I think I went a little heavy on the top end, so we're going to go to 140. There. Coffee's done. And that's pretty much it. Not too long. Kind of quick. 2 cups of coffee. Who's here?
I don't know. I'm not sure who's on.
Ghost. I can smell your kitchen.
Which ones do we brew?
That's Costa Rica.
Okay. And
This
Blue
is-
Moon.
Yeah.
We should try this one because it's all.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty. It's not nearly as hot. Baby's getting into the fridge. Did you find a carrot? I see.
It is very different than pour overs. It's kind of cool. Like, you want to change your taste, you're bored with something. You don't need to. You can still have half a bag of coffee and not have to buy new coffee. Make it different.
Yeah. Just switch it out.
It is more like rounded.
This
More
seems so
full-bodied.
juicy. Let me try this one.
Coffee stain creation. Let's see.
Geisha guy.
What's up, dude? We are live. Just finished making coffee. So today we did. I got frogs in my throat. Today we did the Aeropress. Let me get rid of this so I can.
The Aeropress is one of our faster ways we like to make the coffee, or if you want like an iced coffee. It's less involved. We try to keep it a little simple.
It is a good way to make iced coffee because you can dilute it with the ice, cool it, and you're putting the, you can get real geeked out and weigh the ice you put in it, but
Oh yeah, I don't get that fancy.
I may have done that before.
That sounds like something you would do.
So when you buy these things, I know Geisha Guy and some of you know, but when you buy these, it comes with all this stuff. Funnel, the Aeropress, the filter papers, a stack of them, a little carrier and all this kind of
And
stuff.
it all stacks nicely.
A
It's
stir,
kind of cool.
a scoop.
But we don't use it that often, so I don't like to leave it out because it'll just get dusty.
That's pretty much it.
How does it go?
That way. All the way.
And then
Yep.
I think you put it all together.
I don't think it'll fit like that because that.
Yeah, it does. Wait. Yeah, maybe not. Well, then where does that go? I thought it would like did a whole thing where you could put everything together.
I don't know.
Maybe that, like for traveling. Maybe that's why they do that. I don't know. Maybe that's how it's supposed to go in the bag.
Yeah, maybe that's how. I don't know.
I don't
Here's
know.
this is the
That
bag.
goes this side.
That it comes with too. Oh, you can get them without the bag, can't you?
Yeah, you can. This was our second one. The first one we got without a bag, but I thought the bag would be fun for camping.
Mm-hmm.
Keep everything together.
Let's see if we can try this yet.
Yeah.
Still very hot.
Yeah.
So we're this coffee is off of the new roaster, by the way.
First roast.
So I'm curious because it's a little different.
It's going to take you a little bit to dial it in and get it back to where it was.
Well, but it may never be what it was.
Sure, yeah.
Roasting on gas.
It's all right. It'll be better.
But it can be, no, it'll be better. And I'll make it better. I'm just saying, it tastes a little different.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say, but
Nope. I think that's about it.
yep. I don't think anybody's still. Oh,
We got somebody on.
Thomas. So that's it. If anybody has any questions or anything,
What would you like
do
us to
that.
make next time? You could leave a comment about that.
or yeah, check out YouTube. Follow us there, like us there, however you do that. Subscribe, I guess
Subscribe.
it is.
Yeah. We're new to YouTube. We're trying to get some more videos out because people keep asking us about different ways to make the coffee, and I had a couple people this weekend at the market that have never even brewed themselves a cup of coffee. So trying to come up with some quick, easy ways, and then if you really want to get more involved, we can come up with those too. So ready to go?
What is it? Like, subscribe, do the thing. No, that's Josh
Comment,
Bridges. That's
like,
Josh Bridges.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Like,
everything.
subscribe, do the thing. And don't forget, if you know, you know.
What?
That's the thing. The
Okay.
Don't forget to. We're doing Josh Bridges.
Oh.
Pay the man.
Pay the man. Oh. All right. Thanks, everybody. Oh, Brian with Hawaii just came on.
You're late, dude. We were
We
depending
were
on
just
you.
about to hang up.
We were depending on you to make conversation. Here we are.
All right.
Check out the video, Brian. Sorry you're late.
Yeah.
We already
all right.
made
Yeah.
two
Two
cups
cups.
of coffee with an Aeropress. Today's version. So check it out.
Late rhymes with latte.
All right, I'm done.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys later.